It's day 2 of the conference, and senior lawyers are already reacting to proceedings at the conference, one of which included President Buhari's standpoint on rule of law. This is Paul Osoro, a senior lawyer and president-elect of the Nigerian Bar Association. He declined comment on the issue on the grounds that he is yet to take over as NBA president.
If anything I say now, I would be represented as being something for the president-elect.
Even the outgoing NBA president was not forthcoming. He preferred to speak on how honored NBA was by the president's presence.
The rule of law is our central motto. Promoting the rule of law is a major objective of the Bar Association. Yes, we're very delighted to have the president yesterday, and he made important statements reassuring the Bar Association and indeed Nigerians of the commitment of the administration to rule of law and to due process. Of course, there are certain statements that he made which we do not quite agree with in terms of sacrificing individual rights in certain situations, and we are certainly going to be clarifying our position on those sort of issues.
Another senior lawyer, Basi Effiong, preferred to err on the side of caution, to remain neutral on the president's speech.
Now, when it comes to the statement about whether national security is subject to the rule of law, no, that's not actually, I think that's a misunderstanding of what the president meant, although maybe that's how it came out. What he actually said was that where there's a clash between individual rights and national security, the individual rights would take a secondary position to national security. That in itself, that statement is an acknowledgement of what the rule of law stands for, because that's an articulation of what the law, the legal position is. It doesn't mean that the national security is subordinated to the rule of law. The rule of law sits on top of national security, because national security itself has to be exercised in accordance with the law.
But for this senior lawyer, Ifedayo Adedipe, the president is completely wrong to elevate national interest over rule of law.
I disagree with profound respect with the premise on which the president made that statement. I believe national security should be observed in the context of the rule of law. The constitution is not weak enough as to protect the government or the nation from miscreants and mindless disturbances of our common patrimony. But to leave the decision to obey the rule of law to the whims of whoever is the leader at a point in time is a dangerous descent to dictatorship. I do not agree with that premise. I believe that the rule of law should be the overriding consideration even when you are talking about national security.
The president's position on the rule of law is coming at a time the executive is known to have floated court orders on high-profile cases. Emmanuel Bagudu, PTV News, Abuja.